7 or 8 yard pass, it's almost impossible to stop.
Yeah, that was Mason Todd with the 8 yard gain to the 38. Again, empty backfield. McGlumphy, short pass. There's another first down. This pass is completed to Blake Wable.
Yeah, they're just unable to cover it the way they're running that defense. They're running a 4, it looks like a 4-4, and just trying to widen out one of the backers, and you just don't have enough bullets to cover it.
And Chris, it's the old term pitch and catch. That's all they're doing. Here's another one to Mason Todd, and he's going to get positive yardage.
He got about 7 yards out of that, and he was hit. He probably struggled for another 2 or 3. Mason Todd, he's a junior, he's a strong kid though, worked really hard. Linebackers
had penalties in week 1. Both teams pretty sound as far as keeping the penalties down. At the Warriors crossing midfield for the first time. No score. Quarterback draw. McGlumphy's got running room, 30. And he will get down to about the 26-yard line. First down for the Warriors.
Again, break that initial line of scrimmage. You're playing man. There ain't nobody left.
Yeah, and the Warriors, they have found something that's working. And McGlumphy now going up top. Looking for Brown, and it's in and out of his hands.
Yeah, it went through his hands. He had a shot at it. It was a nicely thrown ball that time. Sammy had a chance at it, just wasn't able
to make those plays, but he went up between 2 defenders. 2nd and 10, ball at the 25. McGlumphy still looking, and there's a block in the back. McGlumphy now throws it in the end zone. No good, and now the flags on the play.
They're going to offset. It looks like they're going to replay the down, so really, you hate to see a roughing the quarterback, but in that situation, it really saved trail because where the block in the back was, it was probably going to cost him 25 or 30 yards, so it was not going to be good. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 here for Trail, and Caldwell has decided they're going to go back to the normal 4-4. Looks like they're not manned up now, and they're going to go back to their normal defense, looks like.
But the Warriors, you got to think they're looking 4-down territory with the ball at the 25. McGlumphy throws it short, intended for Hickman. And on the coverage, the team remaining here in the first half, taking the run is going to be Blake. Give a shout out to our sponsors.
Yeah, we got Bears Den Steakhouse. Stop by the Bears Den Steakhouse located on Route 40 for the best steaks around. Dennis Doubt, and he says, go Warriors. Southeastern Ohio Counseling Center provides mental health and addiction service to children, adolescents, adults, wherever it is most convenient. Home community or school setting located in downtown Old Washington, call Mindy McGlumphy at 740-489-5571 for any questions. And Old Washington Presbyterian Church, a proud sponsor of the Warriors. We also got Mr. Lee's Family Restaurant. Looking for a family restaurant to tailgate at before the big game? Visit Mr. Lee's Family Restaurant on East Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge. All right, and we got Darcy A. Wakefield, Family Dentistry and Orthodontics. Wants to show off a beautiful smile at a Warrior win. After a Warrior win, Darcy Wakefield can take care of your dentistry or your orthodontic needs.
All right, so 7:33 left here in the second quarter. Todd's kickoff will go out of bounds. So the Redskins.
We get that to 35.
That's the outstanding chain gang. Yeah, 35. You called it. Stick with your initial gut instincts, my man.
Boy, have you watched some of that NFL kickoff stuff now? Is that different?
Yes.
I was like, what in the world is going on here?
Hey, that's going to cut down on a lot of injuries.
Yeah, no doubt. And it's exciting.
Yes, it is. So Clark, shotgun formation, 2 receivers, 2 each side. First down at 35, Clark under pressure by Hickman, and he is going to step right into the big paws of Jackson Hess, who will drop him at the 31, a loss of 4.
Yeah, he just stepped up, and Jackson Hess wrapped him up and put him straight to the ground. So nice move there by Jackson Hess that time.
And, Chris, that was all predicated on the rush from the defensive end, Jace Hickman. He forced Croc to step up in the pocket, and then Hess was there to clean up.
Yeah, and Buckeye Trail did a nice job covering people downfield. So they have done a really nice job of last year they had people running free all over the place last year. This year have done a lot better job of covering those things up.
And Chris, maybe the best play in high school and college football, in my opinion, the bubble screen.
Right.
But nice defense, defended nicely by the Warriors, as that was Chaz Peffer who made the catch. And Peffer is an outstanding receiver. And speaking of outstanding receivers, the Redskins missing their big-time receiver, Alex Hurlin, out with an injury. So it'll be now 2nd down and 11.
Yeah, Buckeye Trail setting in to look like they've gone to like a 3-4 look, and they're blitzing a linebacker here and there.
Croc's pass incomplete in for Peffer.
Yeah, it looks like he come more to the inside, and the receivers just run through it. And it's hard to complete a pass unless you're both on the same page.
So it'll be 4th down. The Skins to punt it. Fielded by Brown at the 34, 40, 45, 50. There's a flag that comes in as he will be tackled out of bounds at the Redskin 44, tackled by Jarrett Van Fossen.
Yeah,
but there's probably a illegal block somewhere.
Yeah, it looked like it was probably a holding of some kind or a block in the back. Typically that's what you get on a punt, and especially where it came from in the middle of the field there. It looks like that's what it was.
And McGluffy, I seen him coming to the sidelines, and I thought, uh-oh, but he was just tossing his gloves. He had taken them off, tossed them to the sideline. So
looks like it's going Buckeye Trail 1st down at about their 41-yard line. So good, again, good field position for Trail. You know, the start that they had, they're up 7-0. Man, this thing has really turned tables pretty quick.
Yeah, 5:54 remaining. Remember, Buckeye Trail will get the ball first to start the second half. McGluffy back, long throw, and it intended for Mason Todd at about the 36-yard line. Nice coverage there by Maskey.
Yeah, Caldwell did a nice job, and that was it took a long time to develop, and McGluffy got a little bit too much air under that, and I think he got a little pressure up inside too.
But Chris, right there, quality incompletion, because if you're McGluffy, he threw it outside to the boundary, and if Mason Todd didn't catch it, it was going to be you throw it inside, it's a chance to be intercepted.
Right, exactly. He threw it in a spot where only Mason can probably get to it.
So Owen Hunt with another tackle.
Yeah, we got about 3rd and 6 for Buckeye Trail from about there, just about the 45-yard line here.
Chris, Owen Hunt, the outstanding middle linebacker, 5'10", 175-pound junior, and he has been in on so many tackles, as that was Travis Dodd. Now, see, you got me doing it, who picked up about 5. Pass nearly intercepted, but it's caught by Jace Hickman for the 1st down, as that ball went in and out of the hands of Ethan Croc.
Yeah, that time McGluffy had to get it over that linebacker was flowing across, in the 6'3" inside linebacker there had his hands on it, but just couldn't quite get enough. It got through his hands and landed right in the tight end's hands for Buckeye Trail, and he did a nice job of bringing that in, because catching those tipped passes, that's not easy to do.
And that's a big 1st down. 4:45 left here in the 2nd quarter. The Warriors in Redskin territory, leading 7-0. McGluffy's got running room.
He's got a hole.
He breaks a tackle, 35. down to the 30-yard line as coming in and making the tackle, Jace.
Yeah, they ran that. They ran that inside read that time, and both linebackers jumped the back. McGlumphy pulled it and had a huge hole on the right side that time, and did a nice job filtering downfield, using these blockers, and getting some extra yards.
Now, Chris, I said Jace Hole with the tackle. The Redskin roster that we was given says he's 25. There's no 22, but that was 22 who made the tackle. So we apologize for not knowing who 22 is. McGlumphy will keep it again, and he will turn the corner. He's got running room, stiff arm, and gets down to about the 21-yard line.
Yeah, that was a nice run again by McGlumphy. Trail did a nice job sealing the outside off, giving him room to get out there. And McGlumphy got a stiff arm out there, and after he stiff arm, he got another about 3 or 4 yards after that. So nice run again by McGlumphy.
So now it's going to be 2nd and 2. Warriors set up nicely at the 21. Ooh, what a hit. And that was Travis Dodd on the carry. Did you get the number of that Mack truck that hit him?
I think it was about. I think both defensive tackles got to him that time, and one stood him up, and the other one just laid him out. So it was not a pretty sight. I'm sure Dodd seen that coming, probably closed his eyes and hoped for the best.
Yeah, when you put Travis Dodd on his back, you've done a good job. That looked like Dalton Egnott, the tackle for the Redskins. 3rd down and 1. McGlumphy spin move. He should have the first down.
Yeah, he's inside. He got about 4 or 5 yards after he spun, so it's going to be first down for Trail at about the 17-yard line.
Yeah, 3:15, clock moving here. Thanks for joining us here on Caleb Graham Productions.
Trail running people in, running people out. It's like Trail's going to more of a tight set here. They got a dotted I power formation under center. Here we go.
Dodd gets the carry, and he is hit, and the initial hit and tackle by Charles Gessel. And Dodd, no, that's Bucky Johnson who's a little slow getting up. The right tackle for the Warriors.
Yeah, and Bucky Johnson's no little guy.
No.
And he's 6'2", about 240, so he's a pretty nice sized kid also.
Hey, you just 4 pounds off at 236.
I was giving him a little bit.
Well, they probably didn't weigh him. They probably weighed him before lunch today. So you're probably right. There's a penalty, so it was 2nd and 9. It's going to now make it 2nd and 14. As again, the Warriors not set when the ball is snapped. So what a wild first half. We had 5, if you're just joining us.
Yeah,
First of all, where have you been? But we had 5 turnovers. 3 by the Redskins. Here's a little pass. That ball is caught by Mason Todd at about the 17.
Yeah, he got it down well. They're going to spot him almost to the 15. So really, they got about 5 yards of that. 3rd and about 8 looks like. But with the way Trail's thrown the ball here, you don't feel too bad about 3rd and 8.
Yeah, and 4 down territory, and I think Coach Kearns is going to let the play clock run all the way down, and then take a timeout.
Yeah, they try not to leave Caldwell at any time, which is a good decision. You're up 7-0. Hopefully going into halftime, making Caldwell. So then you got to think, are they going to run it here just to keep the clock running, or are they going to throw it? So.
And speaking of halftime, Chris, be sure to stick around if you're watching. We'll show the performance of the Caldwell Marching Band and the Buckeye Trail Marching Band. And now here's more from our sponsors.
All right, we also have Cambridge Realty and Investments, LLC. Cambridge Realty and Investments are teamed up with Falk Auctioneering. We proudly support Warrior student athletes and the FCA. Call us when you're ready to talk real estate and auctioneering. Find us on Facebook. We will work for you. Connor Pushcarriage of Jacobs Vandenham Insurance Agency. Looking for an independent insurance agent to quarterback you through any coverage? Connor Pushcarriage is your man. Call Connor at 740-610-3024 at Jacobs Vandenham Insurance Agency. We got Bicon and Bicon Engineering. Wishing the Warriors and all their area teams a very successful season. Deep Cut Tavern, looking for a place to celebrate after the big Warrior win? Come to Deep Cut Tavern and celebrate with friends and family. And finally, Marathon Stations. Fuel up before every local area football game at Marathon Stations, located in Old Washington and Cambridge. We thank you very much.
And Chris, shout out to the legendary Luke Hutchison, who is watching us live on Caleb Graham Productions. 3rd down and 9, ball at the 16. Todd in motion. They give it to Dodd.
Ran a little counter action that time. Got down inside the 15-yard line all the way down to the 11. It's going to be 4th and about 4 yards, I would say. And it looks like Trail probably ran that, trying to make sure they could run this clock down basically to nothing, so Caldwell doesn't have a chance. Now they can throw it if they want.
Yes, and the Warriors.
Looks like someone's going to take a timeout.
Yeah, and it's going to be the Redskins. Yeah, Buckeye Trail's out of the timeouts. And Chris, wow, it is amazing. If Buckeye Trail, 4th and 4, if they can go up 2 scores and then get the ball to start the 3rd quarter, they had a chance for this game to get away from them, as Caldwell 3 times down inside the 10-yard line, and they turned the ball over.
Yeah, no doubt. Buckeye Trail we were just hoping they could, maybe salvage something down here and not get too far behind, but was able to get some big turnovers and then turned it around, had a big touchdown pass to Sammy Brown. Trail has really mixed up the pass and run well tonight. It's kind of kept Caldwell on their heels, so hats off to Buckeye Trail for really hanging in there when it didn't look good, and now I've kind of got things turned around and are playing really pretty well right now.
Yeah, and Chris, how about Donnie Kearns and his coaching staff? When you can make adjustments, big adjustments before halftime, and that touchdown drive when the Warriors spread it out and just went to the little quick passing game, that was huge. Forced Caldwell to adjust, which they did, but busted coverage led to the touchdown. McGluffy will keep it. He's got a first down to the 1.
Oh, he's inside the 1. It's going to be, they got a first down inside the 1. Nice run. Really, I honestly thought they were going to throw the ball there. They decided to run that inside read. Trail 1st and goal at the inside the 1 or right at the 1-yard line.
And Chris, I think it was Mason Todd
who made the big block.
Who got the big block there, avoided the holding to Springham. 1st and goal from the 1. McGluffy hands off to Travis Dodd. Touchdown Warriors, as Travis Dodd takes it in from 1 yard out. And with 32 seconds left, the Warriors have got what they were looking for, an early 2-score lead.
Yeah, that was a nice job by the offensive line. Caldwell had just about everybody stacked up inside, and what they did is did the old block the inside gap, just squeezed everything to the inside. Travis Dodd just kind of scraped off of him, ended up outside of the tackle, and had actually a pretty easy run once he got outside.
The low snap. Here's a throw. It is intercepted. As looking to make a play there, that was a Trey Yanosic. So unable to get the snap down. Pass intercepted in the end zone by the Redskins, and that was Grady Maskey. So now 32 seconds left, and Chris, the Warriors, wow, what a big response when things were awful dicey in the first part of this game.
Yeah, the Buckeye Trail has really responded, come back, handled adversity early. Man, they could have really fell apart. And that's one thing about this team this year, even in the scrimmages that I watched. You know, at times things don't look great, but no one's putting their head down. They're really fighting till the end, and Buckeye Trail's hanging in there and doing a nice job.
Yeah, so Mason Todd will kick off. Redskins, I think if the Redskins get a big return and get it around midfield or somewhere, they have one timeout. They may see what they can do, but Coach Rucker, he may want to just get to the locker room and see what they can do to turn things around.
Yeah, what you don't want to do is have a big turnover here and give the ball back again and give them a chance, because with their passing game, they could score again.
Squib kick.
Okay, they're going to get the ball about the 42-yard line.
Yeah.
Almost 42, so, they complete a couple long passes here. They could be in business.
Yeah, that was Charles Gessel, lineman for Caldwell, who fell on it. So now Redskins 31 seconds left. Right near midfield, we'll see what they will look to do. As they will send Chaz Peffer to the right.
Trail running looks like a 3-4 defense with a cover 2 look over top of it. Looks like they're waiting to see a pass situation here. So.
Oh, and this is going to be
Dodd breaking.
Loss for yardage,
through.
yes. And being dropped there was Gavin Leake.
Yeah, that was a nice job by Tyler Dodd there. They had 3 down linemen. They ran that wide like a jet sweep read, and Tyler Dodd just went straight through, cut him off, got him to change directions, and then Trail was able to corral him in the backfield that time.
And Chris, we mentioned Luke Hutchison tuning in. Of course, many people know Luke Hutchison. He is the kingpin of Southeastern Ohio Hoops Association. So that ends the first half, and it was an outstanding first half. If you're a Buckeye Trail Warrior fan, Caldwell with work to do, but not out of this game at all. As we head to the half, your score is Buckeye Trail 13, Caldwell 0. We're going to step aside and watch the Caldwell marching band as well as the Buckeye Trail marching band under the tutelage of Doug Hanna, and then we will come back and get you set for second half action here at the Bill Baker Activity Complex on the campus of Buckeye Trail High School. We'll see you back in a few.
Our last performance is a song by Cascada released in 2005. This song was #1 for more than 23 weeks in many countries and reached #10 on the Hot 100. Here is Every Time We Touch.
How have you been? Doing good. Doing good.
What big plans you got this weekend?
I got a wedding tomorrow. I got to go film, and then on Sunday I got my regular job. And then
What's that?
I just work at a gas station because I still go to school, so
Okay.
it fits my schedule.
Hey, good.
Pays good money though,
So
surprisingly. But been busy, just getting back to school and stuff. So.
Good deal. Hey, thanks for your help.
Oh, of course. Down there.
Grab your piece of pizza.
Oh, I already did.
Did you?
I already
Did you
did. I
get
saw it. I said, yep. Is there any waters up here?
Yes, there's water. Yeah, yeah.
I don't like carrying drinks around on the field.
Oh yeah.
You never know, I get lost somewhere. Forgetful. Better just have my camera. You ready for school?
The Warrior Marching Band would like to thank our parents, students, athletic department, school board, administration, and community at East Guernsey Schools for your continued support of the Marching Band program.
All right, welcome back to beautiful Old Washington, Ohio, in the campus of Buckeye Trail High School. We're at the half, just a couple of minutes away from starting the second half. And at the half, Buckeye Trail leads Caldwell 13-0. And when we look at the first quarter, Buckeye Trail and Caldwell, they combined for 5 turnovers. Caldwell turned the ball over 3 times from the 10-yard line on in on the Warriors, and the Warriors overcome that. And then in the second quarter, Buckeye Trail got their offense going. Drew McGlumphy really got in total control of the Buckeye Trail offense and what they were looking to do, short passes and keeping it on the run himself, mixing in some runs with Travis Dodd as well as Mason Todd. And then it was Drew McGlumphy who would go up top with 7:33 left in the second quarter. McGlumphy would find Sammy Brown wide open in the end zone for a 25-yard touchdown pass. Chris Loudon's extra point was good, and the Warriors would lead 7-0, and then the Warriors would force a punt, and then they would methodically drive the ball down the field, convert a fourth down, and then it was Drew McGlumphy with 32 seconds left, or just about 42 seconds left. He would keep it on 4th and about 4, and he would take off on about a 17-yard run down to the 1-yard line, where with 32 seconds left, Travis Dodd would take it in from 1 yard out. The Warriors were unable to get the hold down for the extra point, and that would be all the scoring as they would lead Caldwell 13-0. We'll look at some scores of interest. Indian Creek leads Cambridge 21-0. Meadowbrook shocking Tri-Valley. Tri-Valley leading 14-12. That game's in Dresden. Colts playing tough. Barnesville up big at Fort Fry 44-7. Claymont leads Harrison Central 10-6. Harrison Central is the Warriors' opponent next week. And a couple more. Newcomerstown leading Bern Union 35-0. John Glenn leading Maysville 35-0. We'll finish up our scoreboard after this kickoff here by Mason Todd. It's dropped at about the 20. Still on his feet and getting up to about the 25-yard line for the Redskins. That was Alex Moore. Finishing up the rest of the scores, Shenandoah leading Edison 27-14. Ridgewood up 28-2. We want to thank our KGP correspondent, Jared Norman, who's at Ridgewood, giving us updates. Malvern leads Valley Christian 14-0. Indian Valley up on Ellett 32-0. Monroe Central shutting out Belpre 47-0. And Canot Valley and TCC are scoreless. That's your scoreboard update. Croc's pass over the middle intended. Therefore, leak is incomplete.
Yeah, Caldwell, like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page with that. Went to a trips right and was trying to run a quick seam route and just didn't connect on the pass.
So for the Redskins, 2nd down and 10. And, Chris, how big is it for Caldwell?
Defensive end for Trail number 12, Jace Hickman.
Coach Rucker and his coaching staff on 3rd and long to go with the quarterback draw. Early in the game, Chris, Croc had success running the ball, especially outside the tackles. But the Warriors adjusted, and the Redskins haven't really been able to go back to it.
Yeah, they just really they went, and I'm not sure they've really tried to run him outside the tackles since that first series, and I'm not sure why, but they just went away from it and really haven't tried it much since. So I don't know. Maybe they've seen something where Trail's made adjustments and then they just don't think they can do it and kind of went away from it. But Trail's done a really nice job defensively in that second quarter against Caldwell.
Yeah, remember Redskins, when one of the 3 times they got inside the 10, Croc tried to run it and actually got hit from behind and fumbled, which led to one of their 3 turnovers in the first half. The Warriors with 2 turnovers themselves, and those 5 turnovers kind of came back to back to back to back to back. Do I need one more back, or is that 5?
There was a lot of backs, I know that.
I tell you, Travis Still, as they're trying to work that cramp out, it's the first game of the season. It is a very humid night, and Chris, you've seen your partner right here I've been cramping up a few times during the broadcast and having to push myself through as well. So
Yeah, I grabbed your cheeks a couple times and tried to stretch them to get them loosened up, but he's really been working them things tonight. So.
hey, I tell you what methods we use in the press box. Some of that doesn't need to be aired out, but we'll just leave it there. But on the side night, I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. And, yeah, Travis is limping, and you can tell, Chris, he is as stiff-legged as he can be, and that cramp, it's not out yet. And, boy, that is so painful. I feel for him. We've all been there.
You can have them.
So it'll be 1st down and 10.
Yeah, and once you start.
Is that your wife out there selling donuts?
No, she's trying to buy them. That's what she does. She's really good at buying stuff. She's an amazing buyer.
So 1st down and 10 from the 42. Croc, he's going to keep it, try to get outside. He's going to be dropped, I believe, by Kaysen Dennis, and that's going to be about a 3-yard loss in the Warriors.
And they got it looks like a personal foul penalty after the case, and I'm not sure what it was.
But the Warriors, they have another player cramped up. And, Chris, as they tend to him, you want to give a shout-out to 3 or 4 of our sponsors.
Yeah, I will, sure. It's Stop 9 Church of Christ, cheering on all our local student athletes. It's 363 Burgers, serving farm-to-table burgers with local ingredients to all football fans in the area. Buck Robinson, proud sponsor of the Warriors and all our local area teams. Call Buck Robinson for all your large equipment parts and supply needs. Bears Den Steakhouse. Stop by the Bears Den Steakhouse located on Route 40 for the best steaks around. Dennis Doubt, and he says, go Warriors.
Thanks a lot, Chris, and thanks for our sponsors. And you mentioned Buck Robinson. And is that Jace Hickman?
That's Jace Hickman.
Okay.
Looks like he's cramping up also. So,
but Buck Robinson, one of the all-time great Buckeye Trail Warrior players and big supporters. We appreciate him. And, Chris, I also want to personally thank Buck Robinson for donating from his Kentucky Wildcats, John Calipari, to my beloved Razorbacks. So I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah.
Buck.
I tell you what.
Greatly appreciated.
The Razorbacks really do have a great basketball program down there. Football team, not so great. But the basketball team, pretty darn good, especially with Calipari going there. I have a feeling he's going to do some really nice things there.
Chris, when it comes to football, this year, sleeping giant. So it's hard to believe that there's a couple of college games tomorrow, as they call week 0. Then it all kicks off for real next weekend. A lot of fun this time of year. Here's a nice cutback. And getting about 3 yards and knocked back.
It was number 8.
Alex Moore.
Alex Moore really got up inside there quick, made a nice quick cut. Got about 5 yards on that carry.
So now it's going to be second.
Second and about 6, looks like.
Yeah, Redskins. They've been in Buckeye Trail territory a lot this game, but no points yet.
Yeah, they ran that counter tray that time. They got another guy down cramping up.
And I think that's Travis Dodd. I think it was his left leg earlier. Now it's his right leg.
Yeah, he's done cramped again. He's going to have, unless they get an IV in that boy, he's going to have a hard time playing tonight. So once you've cramped up 2 or 3 times, it's just tough. It's tough to get it done.
Yeah, Nick Tafflin was working on his cramp right there as they do that. And Chris will pay homage to a couple more sponsors.
Yeah, we got Southeastern Ohio Counseling Center provides mental health and addiction service to children, adolescents, and adults wherever it's most convenient. Home, community, or school setting. Located in downtown Old Washington, call Mindy McGlumpy at 740-489-5571 for any questions. And Old Washington Presbyterian Church, a proud sponsor of the Warriors. We also got Mr. Lee's Family Restaurant. Looking for a family restaurant to tailgate at before the big game? Visit Mr. Lee's Family Restaurant on East Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge. Darcy A. Wakefield Family Dentistry and Orthodontics. Want to show off a beautiful smile after a big Warrior win? Darcy Wakefield can take care of your dentistry or orthodontics needs.
And Chris, when you look at Travis Dodd again, I do. I think it's his other leg. It was his left leg. It looked like he was favoring the first time, and now it's his right leg, and you're right, man. Hopefully he can get some fluid. What is it, mustard that they say does the trick?
Yeah, we got number 3 stepped in there to take his place. And number 3 for Buckeye Trail is A.J. Greenwald. I'm pretty sure he is a sophomore moving in to help out there.
Yeah, and the Warriors, they're going to jump off sides. And that should, on 3rd and 3, that should move the chains for the Redskins. We got 9:33 left here in the third quarter. Clock running. Opening drive of the third quarter. I said Buckeye Trail was going to get the ball to start the second half. As you can tell, it was Caldwell. Hopefully no one was paying attention to me. Croc around the corner, and he gets knocked down pretty hard by Sammy Brown. He'll be about a yard short.
Yeah, that was intended to go inside, and he was able to bounce it to the out.
They have had some impressive runs and ad-libs in Croc and McGlumphy for the Warriors. 2nd and 4. Ball at the 29. They need to get to the 25. Croc turns it up. He's got a first down, and he will take it to about the 20.
Yeah, he did a nice job bouncing that to the outside. He got outside of the Warriors' defensive end, was able to cut it back to the inside and found some running room inside.
And Chris, Mason Todd, you look at him, he's going to come off the field as McGlumphy comes in, and Mason Todd looked like he kind of twisted his right ankle just a little bit. Hopefully,
I think he might
works that out.
Be cramping up a little bit.
So, and also into the game for the Warriors, Nate Taflin, the sophomore. And here's a big tackle and throw. How about Jackson Hess?
Jackson Hess has just decided this is going to end. He came through and wrapped him up, threw him around, lost about 5 yards on that play. So great job that time by Jackson Hess, coming from his defensive tackle position.
I tell you, this may be the best game I've seen Jackson Hess play. I'm not going to say this season, it's game 1,
right,
but I'm talking going back to last year. Hess has just been dominant, and when the Warriors have needed a big defensive play from their line, he has delivered. 5-yard loss, 2nd and 15. Croc will keep it again, try to turn the corner, gets a stiff arm, and he'll get knocked out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. McGlumphy on the tackle.
Yeah, he come up and laid some wood on that one. The quarterback from Caldwell definitely felt that one. He laid the shoulder down and really put it to him. So nice job. I mean, he got some yards out of it, man. He paid a price at the end.
So it'll be 3rd down and 11. Obvious 4-down territory for the Redskins. This has been a time-consuming drive. 7:42 left here in the third quarter. Warriors have not touched the football yet. Croc looking. Over the middle. He's got a man at 15-10. Knocked out of bounds by Sammy Brown. And on the catch on the crossing pattern, that was Gavin Leake.
Yeah, that was just a drag route. They cleared the defensive backs out, drug a receiver across. That's something the linebackers have to pick up, and they just weren't able to run him down.
But Chris, that's a long developing play. Croc showed patience, was able to maneuver in the pocket. Credit to offensive line for Caldwell. They have to give him an extra second or that play doesn't work. Now it's 1st and goal at the 9. Redskins have been here. This is their 4th time, and Leake's going to turn the corner to the goal line. Touchdown. Nice run there by Gavin Leake, and just like that, the run on their opening drive. 7:30 left here in the 3rd quarter, and it's now, Chris, back to a 1-score game.
Yeah, it's a 1-score game. It's 13-6. Buckeye Trail needs to hold this here, or at least keep it to well, they're going to kick it. So
yes, and Chris, watch Peffer. Watch the height and distance he gets on his extra points. Look at that.
That's pretty good.
I'm telling you.
That's good.
That's good from 40. Easy.
Yeah. 40 yards. Yeah, he's got some height on it, good rotation on it. It looked really nice.
So 7:30 left, and the Redskins on the 9-yard touchdown run by Leake have now made it 13-7. Warriors will take a timeout here on KGP TV and be back for the Warriors' possession here in the 3rd.
Yeah.
High school volleyball teams, both JV and varsity, are 2-0 and will play Monday at home against Fort Fry. Our junior high volleyball teams are off to a hot start, and both of them beat Claymont on Wednesday and will travel to
that was
on Monday. Tomorrow. The boys golf team had a big win last night over Highland last night, 155 to 156, to improve to 5-1 overall.
All right, welcome back to Old Washington. Caldwell down 13-0, take their opening drive of the second half. And Chris, their best drive of the game, 4th time inside the 10-yard line. This time they cash in 4-6.
Yeah, they kind of went back to what they started the game with, running that quarterback, and at 6'3" and over 200 pounds, it makes it pretty difficult to get him corralled. So
Mason Todd with a nice return to about the 31-yard line. So the Warriors have decent field position. And we'll see what Buckeye Trail's offense, as they scored back-to-back touchdowns on their last 2 drives. Let's see if they can stem the Redskin momentum right here.
yeah, and Trail was really hurt on that last defensive series. Dodd was out, and then Mason Todd, 2 of their top defenders, went down with cramps. And when you're kind of limited, especially at a small school, you lose your two of your top defenders. It makes it tough.
Good call. McGlumphy will keep it. He cuts up. He's got running room, 40 to about the 47, and was a fumble. They threw the.
Yeah, I think he fumbled it, and it
fell right on it. Okay.
It come right back to him.
Yeah, I seen the bean bags, and that usually is showing to the 42, a run of 20 for McGlumphy. This is Blake Wable, and he can be a workhorse for the Warriors.
That was just that riding him inside. He had a nice seam to the inside. You know, linebackers aren't coming up near as hard right away, thinking that McGlumphy's going to pull it. They've got to be a little more honest because he's ran the ball real well. And again, you're not sure if they're going to throw it or pass it. It makes it a lot harder to defend.
Here's a handoff to Wable, and he will be short of the first down.
He's going to be about a yard short of the first down. 3rd and about 1.
6:15 clock running. Here, thanks for joining us here on KGP TV. Once again, we are excited to bring the 5 Buckeye Trail home games. Our next broadcast, Chris, will be in 3 weeks, and it'll stay a Noble County rivalry when the Shenandoah Zeps invade Old Washington to take on the Warriors. McGlumphy keeps it, spins, and he's going to be short now.
He might have lost a half yard. So
now, Chris, if you're the Warriors, this is a huge call.
I think I'm going for it.
is if you don't get it,
I'm going for it.
yes, but you're right. It was
Trails on Caldwell's 45. This is a really big play here early in this second half.
Yes, it is. McGluffy shotgun. Mason Todd in motion, and McGluffy keeps it. He did not get it.
He's going to be short.
He is stopped. And
it looked like Todd had it at first, and McGluffy basically faked the pitch and tried to run back inside, and Caldwell really had things stacked in there, and there just wasn't anywhere to run.
Yeah, and Chris, you called in, and hey, we gave credit to the Redskin offensive line on that last drive. How about their defensive line? 3rd and 2 and 4th and 2, and they stop the Warriors dead in their tracks. Trail didn't pick up a yard. Croc, very patient. He may lose yardage. I think he'll lose maybe 1 there as it was strung out.
And the fullback is actually blocking to replace him as they pull those guys around. It's got the old counter tray with the quarterback.
4:25 clock running, remaining here in the 3rd. 2nd down, Croc back. Little swing pass. Turning the corner and picking up the 1st down. Now there was a big-time block. There's a flag. Is that a
block in the back? Without a doubt. That's definitely coming back. When poor Blake Wade will be 2nd down and about 15, right at 14, 15 yards.
Yeah, and Chris, that's a big penalty. But if that block in the back wasn't made, he would have definitely been dropped right there. So.
Yeah, the block in the back took out 2 Buckeye Trail people.
Croc, they're setting up a little bubble screen on the inside. Leak has it. Oh, a nice tackle.
That time by number 0, Sammy Brown, coming up and saving the day, make a nice tackle from his corner position on that.
And Gavin Leak, he's going to look Leak's way, not there. He's got running room, and he will get to 1st down at about the 42-yard line. Dennis came up. He was the first Warrior there.
Yeah, that time Trail's defensive end got his head down and just ran to the inside. And, it gave it a really easy lane that time for the quarterback just to bust contain and take off running. And there just wasn't anybody left.
There's a holding call. This should come back as Croc hurdles a player.
Yeah, that's definitely a holding. It's going to cost Caldwell 10 yards for sure.
That was Blake Wable who came in like a missile on the tackle. And the refs are talking it over.
Yeah, Blake Wable, not tall in stature, but really a stocky young kid, an aggressive young kid, and not afraid to put his nose in there, and even against the bigger guy. And that's what, 5'8", about 165 pounds, going against 6'3" and about 205. So that takes a little bravery. It takes some guts. It's like Caldwell's going to have it 1st and about 25, looks like.
Yeah, well, let's call it 1st down in Quaker City to go. Chris, that was a personal foul tripping.
Oh, was
the call, yes. So Croc looking, he dumps it. It is caught at about the 45-yard line. They'll get it. Oh, they're going to say incomplete.
Yeah, Sammy Brown come up and got an arm on it, kind of knocked.
That pass was intended for Chaz Peffer, and Peffer is looking back. He didn't think he lost the football. We couldn't tell from here. It looked like he had his feet definitely in bounds, but the refs are saying maybe he was bobbling it going out. I don't know, but
it looked like he had it, and then when he went out of bounds, it looked like he bobbled it, but it was kind of hard to see. Our view is kind of blocked from the sideline. We really couldn't tell for sure.
Yeah, now there's
it's going to call timeout, it looks like.
Yeah, there's a play clock was going down. And, Chris, we'll keep it here, and we'll hear from our sponsors.
All right, we got Cambridge Realty and Investment LLC. Cambridge Realty and Investments have teamed up with Falk Auctioneering. We proudly support Warriors student athletes and the FCA. Call us when you're ready to talk real estate and auctioneering. Find us on Facebook. We will work for you. Connor Pushcarriage of Jacobs Vanham Insurance Agency, looking for an independent insurance agent to quarterback you through any coverage. Connor Pushcarriage is your man. Call Connor at 740-610-3024 at Jacobs Vanham Insurance Agency. Bicon and Bicon Engineering, wishing the Warriors and all our area teams a very successful season. Deep Cut Tavern, looking for a place to celebrate after a big Warrior win? Come to Deep Cut Tavern and celebrate with friends and family. And finally, Marathon Stations, fuel up before every local area football game at Marathon Stations, located in Old Washington and Cambridge.
And on the BT sideline, they continue to work on Travis Dodd, trying to get the cramps out. He's still in a great deal of pain. Croc dropping back, 2nd and 25. He's going long. He's got a man, and it is caught. What a throw by Croc. He needed 25. He got about 32, as hauling it in was Grady Maskey.
Yeah, that ball was in the air for forever that time, and Lane Wable kind of was backpedaling, kind of got turned around just a little bit and wasn't able to recover. And Trail's done a really nice job tonight covering the pass, and that one just kind of got away from him.
Chris, good call. That was not bad coverage. Croc in trouble. He's got running room as he breaks containment, turns the corner, and he's going to have a first down as he's knocked out, maybe, I think, just inside the 10, market outside the 10. If you're the Redskins, you want it kind of outside because you have a chance to get a first down.
Looks like it's just about the 12-yard line.
Yeah, and a gain of 12. So 2:42 left, and wow, the Redskins, if they can get it in the end zone, they can tie it with the extra point pending. Croc looking. He's got a man wide open, but
just underthrew it that time. He had number 14 that time wide open in the flats. That was Gavin Lake again, and Trail just wasn't able to get out there. They ran two receivers off, just ran a running back to the flats, and, I mean, there wasn't a guy within 10 yards.
Yeah.
I mean,
and Chris, 2 plays ago, Croc makes his best pass of the night on 2nd and 25 for Ethan Croc. That's a pass he would love to have back because Leak, that's the first time he got lost in coverage and he was wide open. He may take that in if the pass isn't low. So Buckeye Trail catches a break there, 2nd and 10. Croc keeps it. He makes one man miss, but he's going to be wrapped up at about the 11.
Probably kick a field goal, I would think. Trail really needs to get a stand here. They need to get stiffen up and someone's got to make a big defensive
Redskins
play.
got to hurry. There's 1 second on the play clock. They get it off. There's a little bubble screen, and it's low.
It's going to be 4th and 10 from about the 12-yard line. So Caldwell with a good field goal kicker. It looks like they're going to go for it.
And Chris, right there, Croc, second pass in a row, he threw a little low, but in his defense, the play clock, it was at 1 when they were rushing, and I don't know if he ever really got his feet set.
And the guy was open, and they would have got big yardage on that too.
So 4th and 10, this is a huge play. Croc looking over the middle. He's got a man, and he's got a touchdown. Chris, you want to guess who?
Yep.
Gavin Leak.
Number 14 again, Gavin Leak.
And the Redskins have a player down with a cramp. And 4th down magic. Croc stood in there, and Leak broke free over the middle, and he hasn't been open too many times. He's had to work for everything, but that is Leak's second touchdown.
Yeah, that time again, they just cleared all the receivers out and had that back come out of the backfield, do a little juke route basically, and cut back across the field and just basically outran the linebacker, and he was wide open. So nice play by Caldwell to clear things out and give one of their best players an opportunity to make a play, and he made the play.
And I tell you, we have sung the praises, and deservingly so, of Drew McGlumphy. But I tell you what, Ethan Kroc, boy, back-to-back touchdown drives. He has stepped up and made some big plays with his arm and his feet. And, Chris, it all goes back after the personal foul tripping, 2nd and 25. He strikes with a 32-yard pass up the sideline, and this wasn't a 10-yard pass that was ran for another 22 yards. This was 32 yards in the air, and a big-time throw. The Maskey kept this drive alive, and then on 4th and 10 from the 12, Kroc finds Leak. And the Redskins, they are a peffer extra point away from taking the lead, and the Redskin player who has the cramp is now up, and I believe, is that Charles Gessel, 60?
Let me see here. It is number 60, yeah.
That's Gessel, all right.
Trail needs to hold here. They're going to kick it, and, this is going to end up being a really good game. Looks like Caldwell has a really good chance here, taking the lead.
Yeah, you like Peffer's chances to knock it through.
I would say he's got an excellent chance.
Waiting for the snap, and there's movement. Now let's see, are they going to back it up 5, or are they going to move it in? So see, who moved first?
Looks like it is against Trail.
The Warriors, yeah. The Redskin
they'll probably go for
got
2.
guy on the end. He moved, but that was after a trail guy came across the line. Yeah, I still think they're going to kick it, yes. Yeah. Because you just need 1 point to take the lead. If you go up by 2, a field goal or touchdown, you still go behind. So good move here by Coach Rucker. High snap. Kick is blocked. So the high snap and the Warrior special teams comes up huge. Was that Bucky Johnson who got the block?
I think it might have been Bucky Johnson. He come flying through, and he's a big kid at 6'2". Looks like he got some paws on it, and it was a bad snap.
Yes.
The kick was – he never was really able to get a good kick off, so – I think that was part of it also.
Yeah, and give Grady Maskey, the holder, give him a lot of credit. That was a high snap. He nearly came up out of his stance and fielded it and got it down. But by then it threw off the timing, and I know Bucky Johnson had great penetration. I think he's the one that got the block, and wow, that is huge. We're tied at 13, 139 left in the third.
Yeah, what a good game. This has been an exciting game. 13-13 on a beautiful night at Buckeye Trail Field. Hopefully we can get some offense going here. Trail really hasn't got anything going offensively in the third quarter. Kind of like the first half. That first quarter was not good. Then they got things rolling in the second half. So hopefully Buckeye Trail can get something going.
But, Chris, Buckeye Trail, they've only had 1 possession, and they moved over midfield and had 3rd down and 2 and got stopped back-to-back downs. So Redskins, they've had the football about the entire time. If you're a Warrior fan, it's great to see number 12 has his helmet on and strapped up. I think Travis Dodge going to give it another go here. As this is Mason Todd trying to turn the corner, and he gets knocked down right at the 20-yard line.
I'm not sure why Trail keeps letting the ball bounce and then fielding it, and really that cost you they're playing so deep. I'm sure the kicker's been good, but he's been kicking at about the same spot every time.
But Chris, you bring up a good point there. Peffer's got such a strong leg. I think they don't want the ball kicked over. They want to try to run up, but Peffer is kicking it just short of them and getting the bounce. And this is Travis Dodd. He goes up the middle, and he gets a solid gain as we're coming up on 1 minute, 20 seconds to go here in the third.
Yeah, Trail running that ball inside with Travis Dodd, and that's what he allows. He gives him that threat inside. When he's not in there, Caldwell is really not respecting that inside run and makes offense a lot tougher.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 4 after the 6-yard gain. McGlumphy looks to turn the corner, and he does. He's got the first down as he'll scamper out of the sideline. Down, but they say he stepped out. So nonetheless, under a minute left. Shotgun formation. Handoff to Dodd. He powers up the middle. Another solid gain.
Yeah, he got about 5.5, almost 6 yards on that run inside. That inside, it creates gaps behind them to be able to throw that football.
Dalton Egnott, D-line, D-tackle for the Redskins, and 12 seconds on the play clock, 15 on the game clock. Warriors, they'll have to run one more play here. McGlumphy looking to turn the corner. He's in trouble. And he will be tackled. He was able to get some positive yardage.
Yeah, he went back about 8 yards. He ran for about 12 and gained about, 2 on that, or a yard and a half.
A 6-yard loss. He was able to get around Gavin Leake, which isn't easy. 3rd and 2. This is a huge play for the Warriors. Dodd has it, and he has the first down.
Yeah, and he's just bullying his way right up through there, dragging people with him. He got about 6 yards on that quick trap inside for Dodd, and really did a nice job of dragging people. Looks like he's back. So
yes, he is, and that's big for the Warriors. 3 in the books here after 3 quarters of play from Old Washington. Your score: Buckeye Trail 13, Caldwell 13. Fasten your seatbelts, girls and boys. It ought to be a Donnybrook heading to the 4th quarter. We'll be back after this timeout on KGP TV. Welcome back to Old Washington. Start of the 4th quarter. Warriors 1st down and 10 at their own 46-yard line. McGlumphy, shotgun formation, waiting to snap from Porter. McGlumphy will keep it. He turns it up, and he will squirt through for about a 2-yard gain.
2.5 yards. Yeah, he did a nice job that time. Turned it up, kept his shoulders low. Wasn't a lot there. Got something out of not a whole lot, so nice run that time.
Plays before to pick up yardage. And on that one, Leake turned him inside and made a tackle for a 3-yard gain. McGlumphy throws it. He's got a man open. That's Brown, and he's going to be close to a 1st down.
Yeah, I think he got it. He's got the 1st down. It's going to be 1st down for Trail.
Knocked out of bounds by Jonah. Chris, do you know we have not had a punt tonight?
We've had one. Remember the shank?
The shank. Okay.
I don't know how you could forget it.
That's right. You threw Mason Todd under the bus. The first drive of the game, yeah. I completely forgot the Warriors had the ball to start the game. How did I forget about the shake? Oh, second down and 6.
Yeah, Trail got another nice gain on first down where
by Dodd.
Yeah, by just running that, putting his nose down and making a hole, and Travis Dodd running hard inside.
Lane Wable going out wide to the left. Second and 6. Handoff to Dodd. He's got running room. 30 to the 26-yard line. And coming up and making another tackle for the Redskins, Owen Hunt. And Hunt gets up. He's kind of holding his arm. He may have a little stinger. I don't know.
Looks like there's a flag down. I'm not sure where that came from. I didn't see that one.
No, I didn't see it. Holding.
Must have been a late flag.
Ooh, that's a big one. It would have been first down, but instead of first down, now it's going to be about second and 16.
Yeah, second and 16 looks like.
And let's hope Hunt's okay. I tell you, he has had a huge game from his middle linebacking position for the Redskins. He's still kind of trying to shake his arm, get the feeling back in, and he looks good to go. Second and 16, 10, 15, clock running. McGlumphy drops back, looking, little bubble screen. The Todd, he's got some room, but it closes quickly.
Yeah, he had to really get to the inside to avoid those outside guys and ran back into that defensive line in pursuit. He got a couple yards out of it. It's going to be third and about 13.
And it looked like that was Guyler Preston who wrapped him up, and this is a big play here. The Redskins, they've had 2 possessions this second half, both touchdowns. And they're looking to try to force a punt here. The Warriors, 5 seconds. I think the Warriors are going to take a timeout here.
Yeah, it looks like it. They're going to talk it over, decide what they want to do here. I think if they pick up maybe half this, they'll probably end up going for it.
And Chris, we'll keep it here. And how about a shout out once again to our fine sponsors who help make these Buckeye Trail broadcasts on KGP TV possible.
All right, here we go. We got Stop 9, Church of Christ. We have 360 Burger, Buck Robinson, Bears Den Steakhouse. We got Dennis Stout, Southeastern Ohio Counseling Center, Old Washington Presbyterian Church, Mr. Lee's Family Restaurant, Darcy A. Wakefield Family Dentistry and Orthodontics, Cambridge Realty and Investments LLC, Connor Pushcarriage of Jacobs Vandam Insurance Agency, Bicon and Bicon Engineering, Deep Cut Tavern, and last but not least, Marathon Stations. And we do thank you for your sponsor.
Yes, and you mentioned Cambridge Realty and Investments. Brenda Pontius. It was nice to see her come up and join us in the booth and give us her sweet pleasantries. And a check, which is always helpful.
Yeah, exactly.
You know. This is huge. Third down, 14. McGlumphy looking, the little swing pass. The Dodd, he breaks a tackle, and he's at the 35. He will be a yard short.
Wow, I thought he got that. I thought he actually got that. He wasn't a very good mark that time.
And
I think they'll go for this. What do you
yes,
think, Tommy?
and Chris, he was hit after about a 5-yard gain. Trail may have been punting the football, but second and third effort. McGlumphy, he gets a push. He has the first down.
He got it. He definitely got it. All right, they end up getting about a yard and a half out of that, so they got to push. Got to push from that.
Not only a push, Chris, it's the tush push.
That was the tush push. Is that legal in high school now?
Yes, I think I haven't heard anything. But
I know it's legal in the NFL, but I'm not sure about high school. I didn't think you were allowed to do that.
It was definitely a scrum, and Travis Dodd, you know, they were in the power I formation. He cleared away. Speaking of Travis Dodd, he's been the workhorse on this drive as he will be stopped at the 30.
Yeah,
a gain of 3.
You got about 3 yards out of that 3 yards, so 2nd down and 7.
And this is the first time I can say
Travis Dodd
tackled by a host
brought down by
of
Owen Hunt.
Redskins and led by Owen Hunt, who has just had, man, has he had a nice game
Yeah,
for the Redskins. We've called his name all night.
Trail's going to be, looks like a 2nd and about 8 here, so.
McGlumphy keeps it, cuts inside, he's got running room.
He's gone.
20, 10, 5, touchdown Warriors.
That was a really nice. He turned that up, cut to the outside, found the seam, and he was gone. Really nice run that time, and a nice job by the offensive line of sealing everything off and giving McGlumphy that seam to run through.
A 31-yard touchdown run from McGlumphy.
Well, this extra point is huge.
Yes, it
This
is.
is a big extra point right here. We need a good snap. The last one, the first one we kicked, the snap was pretty good. They're going to go for 2. Trail's going for 2.
So McGlumphy, shotgun formation. Dodd to his right. Fakes the handoff. Rolling. Looking. Pass.
Got it.
Caught. Jace Hickman.
Nice throw.
2-point conversion. What a big-time call by Coach Donnie Kearns and his coaching staff to go up 8.
7:40 to play. Trail's got a lead. It's 4th quarter. What an exciting game.
And Chris, this drive, it was led by Travis Dodd. You get him back, and he just pounds the interior defense of the Redskins. Pounds them. And then McGlumphy, he goes up the middle with an extra gear. And then when he cut it to the right, you knew it was pay dirt from 31 yards out.
Yeah, and that 2-point conversion was made because Dodd's been running the ball so well inside. They faked the ball inside to him, and then McGlumphy rolls off that to the outside and found a receiver in a seam. Really nice catch by Jace Hickman, but he put it right in the seam, laid it up there nice, and that's all created by being able to run the ball some inside, which creates some opportunities on the outside.
And Chris, the special football players, they do not have to have the football in their hands to impact the game. And Travis Dodd, like you said, just by faking the handoff, 2 guys are going with him. Eyes defensively, they're going with him. And then the next thing you know, Jace Hickman is scooping out, and McGlumphy found them open and gave him a soft one to go up and get.
Yeah, you basically use him as a decoy is what you do.
Here's a return by Maskey. He's still going. Whoa.
All the way to the 45.
And Chris, if he is able to squirt out of that,
one more tackle,
he could be gone, yeah.
It was close.
Grady Maskey, he's 6 foot, 165-pound junior, and that's a big one. Now 7:31 left, and the Redskins. This could be a must scoring drive. Not only do they need a touchdown, they need a 2-point conversion as well.
Yeah, this is a big drive, and Trail looks like they got number 72 for Trail.
Bucky Johnson.
Bucky Johnson is down there with a cramp, so these early games are tough on you.
Empty backfield. Croc. He'll keep it. Try to turn the corner. And he will do that, and he's gone. 30, 20, 10. Can Mason Todd catch him? No. Just like that. Croc with an electrifying
Yeah, the defensive end that time, again, lost contained, ducked, and if you don't, man, it creates huge opportunities for the offense.
55-yard touchdown run from Croc. Wow. Both quarterbacks just going, answering each other's call. And that's a 55-yard run. 7:18 still left. Now the Redskins will go for 2.
Yeah, that's that. I mean, really, the Buckeye Trail had the momentum. They needed to get a big stop there, and then, they were in the driver's seat after that. But Caldwell, you got to hand it to him. They answered the bell.
So Croc, he just ran 55. Will he try to run 3? And Warriors jump off sides. Let's see if they were pulled.
Got a false start, looks like, against Caldwell. At least that's what the guy in the back called.
That is big.
Yeah, that's a big call.
And
Man,
Chris, it's a 5-yard penalty. But remember, in the first quarter, when the Redskins had 2nd and 1 from the 3, they had a 5-yard penalty.
Do you kick the PAT here
and the next play,
and only be down 1?
I think you still got to go for 2 right here, because there's 7:18 left.
With a really good field goal kicker?
Yeah. But Chris,
I might go ahead and kick this.
And Chris, no, here's why. If you kick it, you're down 1. Now, a field goal would win it. But if you don't get it, you're only down 2, and a field goal would still win it.
Right.
So I don't think you gain anything by
really
kicking the extra point.
Yep, you're right. That's the right decision.
You impressed with my math skills.
You're pretty good at math, Tommy.
Oh, bunch formation here on the left. You got to find Leak. Fumble. Croc picks it up. He gets it to Leak. Can he get there? No! He's tackled, and he's brought down there.
It looks like he might have got
Travis Dodd.
He might have got rolled up on, too, his ankle. Looks like he got rolled up on. That's a big stop for Trail. Man, still up 2, 7:18 to go. But Trail, they got to get some offense going, get some first downs, and get this clock running.
Chris, we've been giving some shout-outs. How about our producer, Bryce Yashowski? We had some audio problems earlier, reboot, and so far it's been smooth sailing. And what a ball game. Definitely the game of the night. I think safely we can say that. 21-19, still 7:18 left.
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout-out to my brother, Howard Starr, who was one of the early pioneers for Buckeye Trail football back in 1981. He come home this weekend, lives about three hours away, and he was in a part of that first game they won, and after the 27-game losing streak when they first started their program. And he was a part of that big win down at Shenandoah where they actually got their first varsity win after 27 straight losses. So just a shout out to him. Howard Starr was a fullback and was an outstanding linebacker for him. And it's nice to see you home.
And I tell you what, it's I guess you could say a star was born, and which propelled this Buckeye Trail program to where it is today. And where it is right now, I think Caldwell was offsides. Yeah, they're going to blow the whistle. It was late, but
man, they've got to move those back guys up because they're 10 yards away from the ball to catch it. Buckeye Trail, I'm not sure. I mean, he may have a strong leg, but he has yet to kick it very far. At least put one of those guys up there. They're moving up now, but that's because of the penalty, I think. So. Man, move up and catch that thing. Catch that on the run.
So yeah, they're going to move up.
Well, we're going to see if he's got a leg now
to about the 15, and we'll see where he wants to put it. You've got Mason Todd.
It looks like they're daring him to kick it outside of the outside of those hash marks because they got the two guys up really scrunched in there to be able to catch that if they need to.
Yeah, you got Mason Todd and downtown Sammy Brown waiting. on the kickoff from Chaz Peffer. Peffer, he's going to do a little pooch kick, and see, he's dropping it right in front of him. Ball's on the ground. Todd picks it up, squirts through, still on his feet, and he will not go down.
Yeah, he got all the way up to about the 30.
Oh, and here's a flag. Uh-oh. We got a little extracurricular activity. Let's see.
Let's see what it is.
Personal foul, Buckeye Trail, and personal foul, Caldwell.
Yeah, it's going to be offset. That's big.
Oh. Now, Chris, I applaud this officiating crew because back in the day when there was 15-yard offsetting penalties,
they would walk it off.
They would mark 15 yards down the field and then come back 15 yards to the original spot.
Tommy,
I can
understand why you applaud that. I don't as a player because it gave you some extra time to rest. There you go.
But I was always wondering, surely somebody on the rules committee is going to go, can we just leave the ball where it's at? So 1st and 10, Warriors up 2, 7-10 left. This is Mason Todd, and he's dropped in the backfield. Owen Hunt there along with Dalton Egnott. Owen Hunt, he's got to be approaching somewhere between 15 and 20 tackles tonight.
Yeah, he's done a really nice job for Caldwell. And that defensive front up front has actually done a pretty good job. Whenever Trail gets in that eye or power eye, Caldwell has just pretty much shut it down. And when they've been successful is when they spread the field and then they sneak that fullback in there.
2nd and 10, 6:30 left. Ooh, Travis Dodd. He had running room. He got tripped up. Let's see who's getting up and saved what would have been a first down. I think that's Egnott again.
Yeah, I think that was the number 2 for Caldwell that got in there originally and made him misdirect. Ethan Cook, he actually got him to misdirect, and then Egnott got the rest of him. But they had a pretty good seam in there. He just, man, if he could have kept his feet, he could have got a lot more.
Oh, this is huge. 3rd and 5. McGlumphy keeps it, spins, fighting. He's going to be close.
He's going to be about a yard short. About a yard short.
And, Chris, the Redskins have made the initial hit so many times tonight, and the Warriors have fought for 3 or 4 yards, and it's added up, and it looks like the Warriors are going to punt the football.
I think I'd probably go for that.
Yeah. Now, Chris, here's the thing. The 2 times the Warriors have gone for it around midfield.
I think they're still discussing whether they're going to go for it.
Yeah, they're going to have to. They're going to have to take a timeout.
They're going to run it down and then make a decision, I think. Man, because this first down will be huge here.
Yeah, 5:05. We'll keep it here, and I think since the Warriors called timeout, I think they're going to go for it. Looks like Coach Kearns is out there challenging the offensive line. Now, remember, they got the first down last possession on the tush push, and they're about a half a yard short. But remember, there were 2 other possessions the Warriors went for it, and they did not get it. So it's tough. When you've got to make the call, but I think Buckeye Trail, they're going to go for it.
Yeah, I think every time they've gone from under center, they've been successful. When they weren't successful is when they had the quarterback in a shotgun, and then you're running from 5 yards deep. It's hard to get a first down when you're doing that because you got to get 5 yards just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Whereas Ethan Kropp for Caldwell, when he went under center, they stopped him. He's been better consistently in shotgun. Hand off to Dodd. He's got it.
He definitely got it. He got a good 2.5 yards. So real nice run that time by by Dodd, man. He just put his head down and moved a couple people out of the way and got that first down.
And as they set the chain gang, sets the markers, clock running. We are under 5 minutes left in this game. Warriors with the football.
Yeah, you get
first and 10.
You get 2 or 3 more first downs, the clock's going to start running short pretty quick. And Trail's going to want to try to keep this on the ground just to keep the clock running.
And Chris, Caldwell has 2 timeouts left. The Warriors 1. McGlumphy keeps it. He gets big yardage. That's a first down at the 40-yard line, and there'll be another first down as they stop the clock to move the chains.
Nice
4:18 left.
Now, one of the most important things here, you know this, Tommy, especially in the fourth quarter, ball security is huge because everybody's stripping at that ball, trying to knock it loose. So once you get your yardage, try not to fight for too much more. Make sure you cover that ball up. And sometimes you're better off to get on the ground so you don't put that thing on the ground.
So McGlumphy with Travis Dodd to his left, shotgun, letting the clock run down. They'll look to snap it inside 5 seconds. We're at 3:50 left in the ball game. Travis Dodd has it, and he gets stood up.
Yeah, he got about
yard.
Maybe a yard and a half out of that, but not much. But the most important thing for Trail right now is keep that clock running.
And ball security.
Ball security.
You're right. Buckeye Trail. It looks like Travis Dodd, he may have got
I think he got
poked in the eye, yeah.
Trail probably going to go to a wide set here with Dodd out.
You know, Chris, the OI gouge, one of my favorite moves I like to see in professional wrestling.
I was going to say, that was the
second and 9.
George the Animal
Steele. McGlumphy.
With the patented turnbuckle bite.
and see, McGlumphy gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Now, he lost a yard, but again, Chris, McGlumphy was hit 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage, fell forward to make it 3rd and 11 instead of 3rd and 15.
Yeah, he did a good job of staying in bounds, too, and keeping the clock running. Because what you don't want to do there is run out of bounds and have that clock stop. So McGlumphy made a smart move by not running out of bounds.
2:20 left. 3rd down. McGlumphy has it. He's going to be dropped. That's it. He's going to lose about 5 yards there. Isaac Cool comes up. And timeout. Redskins. We'll leave it here, Chris. 4th and 13. Easy for me to say. From the 43-yard line. So Mason Todd will come on the punt. And Coshocton. I just got a score update from our KGP correspondent, Jared Norman, who said Ridgewood knocked off Coshocton 42-2.
Ooh. Yeah, Ridgewood, who's got an outstanding program up there.
Yes.
They're good every year. Even in their down years, they're good. So they always have a nice program.
So we thank our correspondent, Jared Norman, there covering that game for us. So 4th and 13, they're going to put an extra second on the clock, so 2 minutes and 12 seconds left. And that looks like Maskey is back for Coshocton. Why am I now? Come on, Jared, you messed me up for Caldwell.
Yeah,
at the 10-yard line.
And Mason really wants to try to get this thing angled to a sideline somewhere. And
yeah, the Redskins, that's going to drop and be covered at the 2-yard line with 2:03 left. What a punt by Mason Todd. And was that Sammy Brown who got down there to down it?
think it was Sammy Brown got down there and down that inside right about the 3-yard line. So Caldwell's going to have to go, 97 yards with 2 minutes and 2 seconds to go.
Chris, I say Caldwell has to get the ball anywhere around the 20 to 25-yard line to give Peffer a chance for a field goal here. So we'll see empty backfield Croc.
Trail's definitely laying back here. They got 2 deep shell look with 4 linebackers spread wide. So Caldwell probably going to run this thing early, I would think.
They may look for a quick slant. You know, you hit a slant and a missed tackle.
Run it inside.
Croc turns the corner, and he's going to get out of bounds.
Don't hit him.
Oh, and there's a 15-yard penalty.
Mason, that's not a good decision by Trail. He's definitely out of bounds. Man, those are plays you don't.
9 or 10-yard line up to about the 24.
Yeah, that's huge. And they had him stopped. I mean, they had him out at about the 7, so that's too bad. Trail's just got to keep their heads, play smart, play good, solid defense. Don't make any mistakes here.
So Redskins needing about 55 to 60 yards for a field goal. Croc, he's wrapped up from behind.
That's by number 62.
Is that Briar Walter?
62 for Trail. Briar Walter made a nice inside move. He come from that backside linebacker position and made an excellent play that time. The clock down to a minute 32.
Yeah, Redskins having trouble getting the play in. They have burned up a lot of time.
You know, eventually you think they're going to have to take some shots downfield here pretty quick.
Minute 20, clock running. Croc's just going to keep it again. And the Buckeye Trail will be happy for that as it goes to the 30. By the time Caldwell gets to the line of scrimmage, they're going to be under a minute.
Yeah, and they're at just almost to the 30, about the 29-yard line. And, man, they're not in a hurry-up offense. I'm not sure what they're doing under 50 seconds when they snap this.
Yeah, see,
they're going to have to go deep here shortly.
You've got to get a first down to at least stop the clock. Croc, he's going deep. It is nearly intercepted by Sammy Brown. That was close.
It was nearly intercepted and almost caught by Caldwell. Man, and it's down to 35 seconds now, so you got to think that Caldwell's going to really have to throw the ball here, where the quarterback's going to have to make a huge play with his legs.
Yeah.
So you really got to back people off here and just make them catch it in front of you. You just can't give up a big pass play down the field of 25 or 30 yards and give Caldwell an opportunity to kick that field goal.
Yeah, remember Caldwell has 2 timeouts left. I thought they may take one here, but they've got to have it 4th and 4. They have to get 4 yards.
They got to get a first down.
Warriors come on the blitz. Croc's going to get the first down.
Yeah, and get out of bounds with about 30 seconds to go out about the 35-yard line of Caldwell.
Hey, I tell you what, credit the Redskin offensive line, Chris. Warriors came with a blitz, and they picked it up and allowed Croc to get the first down. But that's only up to the 34-yard line. There's 27 seconds left.
And it looks like they called a timeout, or somebody did. Oh, they started the clock. I think they shouldn't have started the clock.
Okay, they're wanting 28 seconds, so they're going to add a second.
I think it was 30 when he went out, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I could hear the officials yelling, saying 28.
Trails just can't allow a big play deep here. They got to keep the ball in front of them, make a tackle, and Caldwell, if they tackle him in bounds, Caldwell is going to have pretty much a miracle to get something done here.
Croc looking, throws it short, and if it's caught,
it's incomplete. Nope, it's incomplete. So they're down to 21 seconds. at their own 30, what is it, 35-yard
Yes.
line? 34? 34-yard line with 21 seconds to go.
And the Warriors giving room underneath. They'll come up and make the tackle. And for the Redskins, they are going to have to hit something where somebody can make a catch and get some yardage after it. Leak comes out to left, and here's a timeout by Buckeye Trail.
Probably a good timeout just to make sure everybody's on the same page.
And that will be the Warriors' final timeout. 21-19 Buckeye Trail. Caldwell.
Caldwell, they have
second and 10.
They have 2 timeouts left, so
yes,
they can complete a pass, get a quick timeout. They complete 2 pass plays here, get a big long run. Their field goal kicker, they still got a chance to win.
I know.
They get that thing around the 25-yard line. They got
20,
a shot.
25, 30, 35. Yeah, they're about 40 yards. Caldwell, 21 seconds left. They're looking, they don't have to get it in the end zone. They just have to get it in the area code.
Yeah, Trails, they just got to be able to play smart defense. One thing you do when you throw it deep, too, you got to worry about pass interference. There's a lot of things that can happen that can hurt you. Trails just got to be smart, knock the ball down, and make the easy play. Back them linebackers up. Dare him to run the ball because right now you want the quarterback to run the ball.
Croc, empty backfield. Here come the Warriors. There's a little bubble screen. Leak to the 40, 45, and he's at midfield.
About the 50-yard line. With
12 seconds left.
To go.
Brock pass complete to Leak. Picks up a Redskin first down.
Well,
now they're going to have to add more time to the clock again.
They were going to add more time?
Yes. Yeah, it's at 12. So, yeah, they're going to – yeah, the refs are signaling it may be 14 or 15 seconds. Chris, you may have to go to your binocs and see what his fingers.
It says 14.
Okay,
I think
14.
they're going with that.
We were on it there. So remember, Caldwell still has 2 timeouts. They may have time for 2 plays. Here comes the blitz. Croc looking. And he throws it out of bounds.
At 9 seconds. So they cannot afford to catch this in bounds. They got to call a timeout immediately and then have an opportunity. They're really going to probably have maybe 1 or 2 plays left here depending on how quick they get it done. So they really don't have time to throw the ball too far down the field.
Yeah.
Because you can't take a chance.
And I like the play call there. If that's completed,
he's going out of bounds.
Yeah, you're at the 40 with 9 seconds.
Right.
You could almost maybe run a draw and try to get to the 30 and then try the field goal. He drops back 6 seconds. 5. That's going to be a penalty. Throw down. It is.
Yeah, it's going to be
incomplete.
Pass interference on Trail on that. That would have been the last play of the game.
I think it was a face mask. I think Croc, they got his face mask.
It's 2 penalties against Trail here. So there's no time left, though. So they're going to be
one untimed down.
One time down.
Which means, barring a penalty, the Redskins will have to put it in the end zone here.
Do you think he could kick a field goal from here?
No.
Personal foul, face mask call on the Warriors.
So that's going to get it to the
untimed down.
This is it.
Wow, hey, it's a 36.
So that is what? That's about a
53.
Yeah, they're not going to do that. Yeah. Man, you got to have everybody standing on the 20.
I think the Redskins have 2 timeouts left. I thought, let's see if they take one. No, they're going.
This is it unless they get a penalty. So.
Yeah, Redskins, good move. I I was waiting for the Redskins. I thought they would call a timeout. We'll keep it here. And, Chris, one final time, a shout-out to our fine sponsors.
Yeah, we
there.
got Stop 9, Church of Christ, 360 Burger, Buck Robinson, Bears Den Steakhouse, Dennis Doubt, Southeastern Ohio Counseling Center, Old Washington Presbyterian Church, Mr. Lee's Family Restaurant, Darcy A. Wakefield, Family Dentistry and Orthodontics, Cambridge Realty and Investments, LLC, Connor Push Carriage of Jacobs Vandenham Insurance Agency, Bicon and Bicon Engineering, Deep Cut Tavern, and Marathon Stations. Again, we thank you for your support, for giving us the opportunity to come out here tonight and present this game to you.
And you got to think the Warriors, Chris, it's imperative they avoid any kind of 15-yard penalty.
Yeah,
that would give Peffer
a chance.
A chance. But they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys.
Yeah, you got to
back behind the 20.
Let
yeah,
them catch it and then just make the tackle.
Look for Croc to throw it deep.
They got to get some pressure on the quarterback, though. Don't let him just be able to throw
There it goes to the end zone. It is intercepted.
Get on the ground.
The Warriors are going to win. And who was that with the interception?
Sammy Brown. Oh,
No.
it's Mason Todd.
No, is that Case and Dennis? Is that 32?
I think it is.
Yes, it
Jason
is.
Dennis.
And whoa, it's Bedlam in Old Washington. Your final score, Buckeye Trail 21, Caldwell 19. We'll take a quick timeout and come back and tell you about it. The Big Blue win their home opener in dramatic fashion. We'll be right back on KGP TV. Welcome back to Old Washington, an instant classic. And we're just week 1 of the 2024 high school football season. The Buckeye Trail Warriors knock off the Caldwell Redskins in a thriller 21-19. And it came down to the last play of the game, and the Warriors defense comes up big. In the first quarter, both teams combined for 5 turnovers. It was back-to-back turnovers. 3 times the Redskins had the ball in the red zone, down past beyond the 10-yard line. 3 times the Warriors came up with a turnover. 2 fumble recoveries and an interception to turn the Redskins back. The Warriors turned the ball over 2 times themselves. Then in the second quarter, the Buckeye Trail Warriors got their offense going. A time-consuming drive as Drew McGlumphy would hit some passes. His legs and Travis Dodd's legs would put the Warriors down in scoring position. But then with 7:33 left in the second quarter, it was Drew McGlumphy to a wide open Sammy Brown, a 25-yard touchdown pass in the end zone. Extra point was up and good by Chris Loudon, and the Warriors led 7-0. The Warriors would hold the Redskins and get the ball back, and then with about 4.5 minutes left, they would drive down again, get in scoring range, and after converting a 4th down play, then with 32 seconds left, after a Drew McGlumphy 17-yard run on 4th down to the 1-yard line, it was Travis Dodd who would finish it off with a 1-yard touchdown run. The extra point never was attempted as a low snap, a bobble snap, and it was 13-0 Warriors going into the half. Caldwell would get the ball to start the third quarter, and they would go on about a 6.5-minute drive, overcome a couple of penalties, and then with 7.5 minutes left in the third quarter, a 9-yard touchdown run by Gavin Leake. The extra point by Peffer was good, and just like that, it was 13-7. Caldwell's defense would turn the Warriors back and turn them over on downs just beyond midfield, and then Caldwell's offense again would go to work, and this time with 1:39 left in the third quarter, a 12-yard touchdown pass. Croc to Gavin Leake at the extra point after a 5-yard penalty would be blocked by Bucky Johnson. That was huge. It kept the score tied at 13. And Caldwell, they would overcome a 2nd and 25 on that drive, capped off by a 32-yard pass up the sideline to Masgy by Croc to keep that touchdown drive going, and we were tied at 13. Then with 7:40 left in the fourth quarter, after pounding the inside of the interior line of the Redskin defense, Travis Dodd just pounding 4 or 5 yards a run, then it would be Drew McGlumphy who would keep it, go up the middle, go on a 31-yard touchdown jaunt to the end zone for a touchdown. The Warriors would go for 2, and McGlumphy would find Chase Hickman in the end zone for a 21-13 lead with 7:40 left in the game. But boy, you didn't have much time to celebrate. After a nice kickoff return to the 45-yard line on first down, it would be Ethan Croc, the outstanding quarterback for the Redskins. He would keep it going around the left end, split a couple of defenders, and take it 55 yards to the house to make it 21-19. The Redskins, they would go for 2 and come up short after a 5-yard penalty backed them up. Then Buckeye Trail's offense would pick up a couple of first downs. A punt by Mason Todd would be down by Sammy Brown at the 2-yard line. Caldwell, with 2 minutes and 12 seconds left, would get to the 35 of Buckeye Trail, and with one untimed down, Croc's pass to the end zone would be intercepted by Kaysen Dennis of the Warriors to seal the electrifying big win for the Big Blue as Buckeye Trail survives and hangs on and defeats a talented and gamed Caldwell Redskin squad 21-19. Chris, you got any final words as we head out?
Oh, it's just as bad a start as Buckeye Trail got off tonight. You're thinking, man, they could have very easily been down 21-0 in the first quarter. They were able to make some big plays, got some turnovers, and hung in there early, and then got some scoring, got rolling scoring, completed some pass plays, was able to weather the storm and really fight through it tonight. And you got to hand it to the Buckeye Trail players. They've really played tough. They played tough when they had to. Dodd ran the ball great inside. McGumphrey did a nice job of running off that. Had several guys catch some really nice passes tonight, which helps open that up. So you gotta hand it to the Buckeye, the young Warriors. Really, they did a nice job tonight. Really fought the early struggles, and then was able to pull this game out and made some big plays down the stretch to win the game. So a great start for Buckeye Trail, and Caldwell's going to win a lot of games this year. They got some opportunities, and if you take away the turnovers early, this probably ends in a different story.
And Chris, it was fitting that the Buckeye Trail offensive line and defensive line would play big on a night that this football team and this school district and this community honored the life of Dylan Berry, who tragically lost his life this summer, a 2020 graduate of Buckeye Trail and former Warrior football player. Outstanding kid, outstanding player who tragically lost his life in a motorcycle accident. There were 59 shirts everywhere. Every football player had a shirt with 59 on it underneath their jerseys. The entire band wore that. It was a 59 night, and I couldn't think of a better way to honor Dylan Berry than the Warriors did tonight in a magical win in his honor, 21-19. Well, again, we thank our fine sponsors for making this broadcast possible. We thank Caleb Graham for all the work he does. Our producer, Bryce Yashowski, did a great job. James Huggins on the sideline taking pictures. That'll be available soon. And the BT Hall of Famer, the best in the biz, they like to say, the one and only Chris Starr. And I'm merely Tom Strasser, wanting to wish everyone out there a pleasant, fun, and safe weekend. And once again, your final score from Old Washington: Buckeye Trail 21, Caldwell 19. Good night, everyone.